Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. 1,000 horses.
You were in harmony there. That was good.
This ain't no drunk dial. Well, when I've had a couple of drinks in the morning, I'm pretty good at harmonizing.
Yeah, you're pretty solid there, big guy.
Yeah, my glass there. Thank you. Nothing like a little Court 45 in the morning. I love Billy D. Kicks 105.5. Good morning. It's 7:49, as he does about 10 minutes till 8 o'clock every Wednesday. Put my stuff down. That's right here.
The original fiber optic
The
Christmas
original
tree.
fiber optic Christmas tree from Dollar General.
Yeah.
There it is in all its glory. I haven't lit because right now we're heating the tank for the surf swims a lot. So
Okay.
we have business to attend to. Shut your pie hole, man. I got questions.
I'm sorry.
You've got answers. Let's do this. So as you know, recently my daughter got into a car accident.
Yes.
Somebody who T-boned her right up on Main Street there, coming off, probably looking at her cell phone. Extensive damage to her car. Had no insurance, is what we come to find out on this program. Now,
Wow.
some of my questions are...
By the way, can we stop real quick there?
Oh,
Real quick, a little injection of knowledge. Why is it so important for you to take extra care in your insurance decisions?
Because if somebody else doesn't have it, you're screwed like I am right now.
Okay.
Because other person didn't have insurance, but I didn't have medical, and I don't know how that happened.
Oh, you didn't have medical payments,
No.
Shawn.
Now my daughter's out for almost a month because she has a concussion and brain swelling. And we continue to get MRIs, CTs, X-rays, what have you. I'm already up to like $13,000 in medical expenses already. And we're not sure how to recoup that because now it's been decided that they actually didn't have insurance. So my part has gone to a specialist. Do you deal with this frequently where, you got your normal dummies on the phone at wherever call center you're calling to, and then when it gets serious, it goes to a specialist?
That's more of a big company thing.
And that just takes more time. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It just takes more time to drag their feet and not give me what I need to get myself back on track.
When you get a claims adjuster with a regional carrier or a smaller carrier, you get a claims adjuster from beginning to end.
I've made the mistake. I'm paying for it now. Twice.
Let's back up a little bit here, okay? You said you don't have medical payments.
I have medical coverage. I have medical payments.
Well, yeah. Okay, so the particular coverage you're speaking of is medical payments, and that is not a required piece of coverage in your policy.
Stupid.
So if you're going with, and I hate to say this, but if you're going with the online or the toll-free number carriers, and you're picking your price.
Yeah.
Pick your price.
I want to spend $1.50.
When you pick your price, you get what you pay for.
That's
I'm just
right.
going to leave it at that.
You do
And
get
I'm not
what you pay
bashing because that works for many people. But I always say your coverage is as good as the claim that occurs.
Now, see, what
and
happened
so
was-
a lot of times they don't give you it.
She was already in an accident, and I said, I'm going to come to you, and then I was lapsing. I was like, well, I'll get to you. And then it happened again. And I don't know how I ended up with no medical. This is perturbing to me. I just don't know how I would have said, no, please, no medical.
They didn't offer it.
Well, and you would have said, Shawn, you can't move forward unless you get medical, because that's just...
I've seen it in play, which is why I'm a big
I have
advocate.
now too, and now I'm really screwed.
When my father was hit, did you ever hear the story of my father?
You did tell me some of that, and ironic as being an insurance person.
Right. So my father back in 2008, riding a motorcycle on the 4th of July over in New Hampshire, was hit head on by another motorcycle rider who was drunk on a beer run on a borrowed motorcycle with a suspended license and no insurance. That's more than a trifecta. I mean, that's like a perfect storm. And my dad was airlifted to Dartmouth Medical Center, where he spent plenty of time. He was out of work for almost 7 months. And just incredible injuries. Now, the medical payments on his policy were able to pay, albeit not all of it, but a portion of his medevac flight to Dartmouth, which was huge.
Did you sue the other person?
You can't get blood from a stone.
Okay, so that's really what it's going to boil down to when I end up with this broke person who didn't have insurance. Now I have...
See, I don't know the situation here.
I know, but...
Bodily injury lawyers are always a phone call away.
Yeah. Ambulance chasers. So here's my question for you, though, and I think this is a genius thought.
Okay.
And you may totally disagree with me, but I came up with this all on my own.
Very proud of you. Well, no, I shouldn't say that yet. Let's hear what we have to say first.
Let's see the macaroni art and then decide if it's any
And then
good.
we'll decide if it's Picasso.
Because this person didn't have insurance, okay, and because there's a safety sticker on her window. it makes me think wherever station she had that safety inspection, I could sue that station because wouldn't you have to have insurance? And she did not ever, not a little while ago, not ever have insurance. So she has a car with a sticker on it that has been approved by the state of Vermont for some inspection station. I get the number of that inspection station. Can I not sue those people for falsely giving her a safety inspection sticker without having insurance?
Wow, I do not know.
Bam! Who's the man?
Wow.
I thought about that all night last night.
Well, that would explain
You
your
want to
move
talk
this
about
morning.
getting blood from a stone? I plan on
Well,
sucking
there
this
are
turnip
ways-
dry.
But think of it this way, too. So when you don't have insurance, in our industry, we call it self-insuring, which, whether legal or not in Vermont, and it's not, you are required to have, you can prove that you're self-insured, but the limits that you have to prove that you have, or the assets that you have to prove you have, pretty incredible. So I guarantee that's not the case. But when you are not insured, or when your insurance hits its maximum, that does not mean you are off the hook. So that is when you need to start considering, do I go after this person personally because we can prove definitively beyond the shadow of a doubt that
My
they are
insurance
liable.
said don't do an attorney thing until all is said and done with them.
Okay.
So going through that, because I talked
By
to
the way,
some
do you know what your-
law enforcement friends of mine, and they
Sure.
said absolutely get an attorney.
Do your law enforcement friends like that you put them in quotations when you reference them?
They don't know that because they're probably driving an excavator right now. But we were talking about where you could bury the car, and I won't tell you where I go and what I do because I don't want to.
Ignorance is bliss.
Well, yeah, right. But I have good friends in this community, and they've helped me a great deal during this time. The problem was they didn't have insurance, which means while my car was getting fixed, I didn't have a rental car,
Right.
which caused a huge problem. And then
Did you have rental insurance on your own policy?
that's the thing. I did, but it doesn't kick in if they have not determined whether those people had insurance or not. So they were dragging their feet that whole time my car was in the shop, had no rental car, but they couldn't decipher whether or not these people had insurance or not. So
It's a pickle. It's a pickle.
moving forward, burying the cost of deductibles, is that legal? When you take it to a shop and you're like, hey, can you help me out, charge a little more and just bury the deductible cost in that? Helps me.
Helps you.
Gives them money.
Yeah, but the way that the
How does
vehicle,
that really hurt your company? Because a business is taking care of it. The money is being given to you as an insurance company.
But the insurance is paying more than they should be for the claim because they're paying now they're paying an inflated amount to cover your deductible, which is unethical. I hate to say.
Says who? Having no insurance is unethical.
Well, that's true. But narrow it down. That's a moral issue. Let's narrow it down.
I
real
have no
quickly.
morals.
Well, that's true too. But if the way these companies work now is they are so close to pegging what the cost is to repair specific damage to specific vehicles because the data is available.
Right.
You know, it's critical mass out there. So
I could say
so
that
they can go,
this watch costs $1 to fix. And they could be like, no. I know it's 25 cents.
Right. So it would be more like years ago, that might have been a very easy thing to do. I think it's a very difficult thing to do now. So,
Okay.
But the takeaway from today,
I can show you how it can be done if you want to.
I don't want to know.
If you wanna learn.
Ignorance is bliss, my friend. But the biggest thing to think about today is every policy you have, whether it be an ATV, motorcycle, automobile, medical insurance coverage, medical payment coverage is available. And that limit that you choose is available to you and any individual in your vehicle, regardless of how the accident occurred. You can do $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. Some companies do $25,000. Some companies do $100,000 for medical payments. Something to think about. That's huge.
We have talked so long that you've got about 60 seconds. So why don't you just?
I'll just take you to the top.
Just continue to yap. Yeah, if you would just continue.
You're the
to
one
yap.
that did. I'm just helping give you responses
Right.
here.
So if you'd like to know more about your policy or how your policy can be improved or maybe even get discounts that you were unaware of, give Barrett a call at Barrett Insurance Agency.
748-5224. Visit our website, thebarrettagency.com. We're on Google, Google+, YouTube, and Facebook as Barrett Insurance Agency.
Have a good one. Thanks so much for stopping down, Mike. We'll talk to you again next hump day, and maybe I'll even let you talk then.
We have 60 seconds. What are you going to do until then?
I'm going to throw a commercial on to shut you up.
Okay.
All right.